Are the men entitled when it comes to dating?
Yes, they are. Men are very entitled and they want to say that women, want this and that and that and this, but the reason why is because men think that they can get a little hoo-ha after, 1, 2, 3 dates, or think it has a number on it. And dating is meant to get to know one another.
Yes, after 3 dates, a guy does start feeling a little entitled that he should be a little closer, a little more intimate, you know, touching, possible sex. He wants to feel like he's closer to getting whatever it is that he wants out of that woman. It typically goes this way. Normally, it does happen. So yes, the guys do start to feel a little entitled. I don't know who made the rules, but that's kind of how things typically go. But I'm glad that y'all are speaking up and trying to reset the playing field. That's good for dating. You need more mature dating rules out here.
Then I'm gonna
A
respect
real
it.
gentleman ain't gonna push up on you, but a slime ball,
I was gonna,
he
that's
gonna
the,
do the most.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in and get out as quickly as
Yeah.
possible. So he's the one that's on the time limit. Like, well, why hasn't this happened yet? Oh, I did this, that, and the third. Oh, I paid for that. Oh, I gave you that. Where is my, reciprocation?
Yeah.
Because he's looking for that quick, gratification.
Yeah.
And again, this is why women should be more aware of the guys that they're dealing with, have their guards up, and setting more boundaries and ground rules for dating when they're dealing with these guys. Because there are some sharks out here who trying to get them cookies and run. So all of this is true.
Right. No, I think I have to agree. I feel like, is it unfair for a man to expect something at the end of the date? No. Most men expect at least a kiss.
For sure.
At least from my experience. So they're expecting some sort of connection. And I think for a lot of men, that connection is physical touch. Now, I don't think you should go all the way from dinner to now we smashing all of a sudden. I think that's wildly outrageous for many reasons. And to be honest, if you wanted a price on the coochie, you should have just gone and bought it. And
Good point. Because some of us are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, still out here in the dating field, and we playing by the same rules that we were playing when we were in our late teenagers, our early 20s. We didn't have no bills, we didn't have no boundaries. We were just winging it. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that at older ages, so we got to be a little more careful about how we doing things. So yeah, set them boundaries, pipe down, slow it down on them expectations of that fast sex and the fast relations. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to wait 90 days plus to get really into it, because your judgment could be clouded.
And that's what I was going to say. If you have that expectation to say, okay, I've invested in 2 dates and I brought you flowers,
That's wrong.
whatever that equates, you should have just off top said, this is what I'm looking for. Can you provide that? No. But also I think it's an ego thing as well, because we do know there are women out there, OnlyFans, people that do meetups. They don't even have to be OnlyFans. There are women that will easily say, let me get the 200 for whatever. Let me get the 300, whatever that number is. But they don't want those women. They want to have a woman that has that connection, like we said. And then they want to, manipulate them into thinking it's something that it's not. And then when they don't get the cookie, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
When you could just easily go to the woman that will do it for the two.
Yeah.
But don't you
It's
feel
that
like you can
easy.
tell?
And this is where y'all dudes be tripping. Y'all be spending all this money expecting, the woman to just fall into your program. And it just doesn't work that way for all of them. It works that way for the women that she just explained, the sex workers. And this is a good idea to a woman that, whenever we want sex, we should just go find sex workers and pay for it. Here's the thing, though, with that. Those OnlyFans girls that we talking about, the popular ones, the ones that we want, they're usually starting at about $1,000, $1,500, $2,500 to have sex with them. Now let's look at it, right? First of all, a man paying that is crazy. Second of all, it don't matter if it's $200 from an escort or $2,500. It don't matter. When it comes to having sex, you have a addiction for it, you want to do this often, Just imagine having to do that, pay that price every time you wanted to have sex. Very bad decision, very bad financial habit. I don't expect women to understand that because y'all not sex workers. So if you're not a sex worker, I don't expect you to know what the going rate is. You know what I'm saying? But understand that shit ain't cheap. That shit ain't something that a man should just do every time he want to have sex, is pay a sex worker. I like that the women are having this discussion, this podcast. You know, it's a very mature discussion, you know, because we be out here dating, we getting older, and as we get older, our taste in dating, our standard, all of that should be growing and rising. So I like that these women are having these mature discussions, these different perspectives, you know, they're sharing their experiences, they're out here active in the dating field. They're still in their 20s. This is, I want to say it's called Girl Talk, and it's on Be The Model Network on YouTube. I want to say that's what it is. But check them out, you know. If you know, kind of lost in the dating field, or you want to sharpen up your knowledge on the dating and you're not out there, they're having good discussions. So check them out.